Hey YouTubers, so this is part 2 of the carrot wine that I started back in February. Should have been about a month ago, but yeah, quite lazy. And was busy, funny enough, making other alcohol. Tasty. It's just Applejack of various different types, but experimenting with real apples because I have 5 gallons of them. So on with this one. So here is a little bit in the glass, and I bring it closer, and you can see that it is quite a nice colour. I mean, look at that. It's like a, what's the word, whisky. And carrot wine is normally a very sweet, very high alcohol drink. It's a dessert wine, as it's been claimed. It smells really good. I'll come down here because I had to get a different computer. Same one, just not mine. So let's give this a go. Well, it's dry, which is good. It's got a hint of carrot, which is nice. It's got the molassesy taste from, funny enough, the dark brown sugar / molasses that we added in. And it's very dry, which is good. So we've got this here, and you can bottle it up and everything, wherever I put them. Ah, here they are. You can add decamping tablets / stabilizers, you know, antioxidants and stuff. It's done, but we're not going to do that, because I want to make this into something else, and it's also going to be space saving. So I got myself a 2-litre bottle, as you do, and I've lost my siphon. I've thrown it away, but that's fine because it's old and manky. So I'm just using that and the old funnel. So I'm going to put this down here, so it's nice and close. And we're going to be doing some freeze distillation on this because space saving, and it's going to concentrate those flavours down, and we can back sweeten it, and we can add in, you know, fruits or whatever. We're going to see what it's like when it comes out. So, it smells really nice. The molassesy flavour really does complement the carrots quite well. So I'm just not really worrying about the bits, because freeze distillation gets rid of pretty much all the bits. And we're just going to fill up our 2-litre bottle. Look at that. And this will do, and this is going to make a couple of smaller bottles. Oh, no, that doesn't go in that one. Oh, it goes in there. So it's going to make every 2 litres, approximately makes 175 cl bottle. It's just approximate figures, but somewhere around that. And we put the lid on, and you can see the colour in here. It's very clear, even with the fact that I've still got some crud in the bottom. And it looks a lot like a whiskey, which is nice. So I'm going to chuck this in the freezer, and I'm going to be back once it's frozen, so that will be tomorrow. So by the power of video, it is the next day, and we have this lovely frozen bottle, which is pretty cool. So I'll just bring it down here so you can see, and we undo it, and oh yeah, gas is just a little bit. And we've got all this lovely carroty goodness. So because I know how this thing goes, it's coming out everywhere. Stick it on the trusty pasta cooker, which has yet to cook any pasta. Stick it on the top for a bit of freeze distillation. Just a little bit since it's in the morning. Morning drinking, it's good fun. Just pour a little bit. Right, so the first bit. Ooh. It's definitely more concentrated, so let's give this a go. Oh. Smooth! It's very smooth. No, it's definitely different. It really has its... Ooh. It's more concentrated this time. It's got more of a really strong molassesy-like flavour. But it's okay because we're going to back sweeten it. It's got a hint of the carrot in it. It's definitely interesting. It will be an interesting carrot wine. Ta-da! So, we have now created a concentrated carrot type whiskey thing. It's definitely strong enough. So we've still got a little bit left in the bottle, so I'm just going to that to one side, because I wanted a nice clear bottle. I have just sterilised a nice clean on the inside bottle. It's got funny enough tape on it, so we're going to chuck this in here. Oh no! So we're going to leave it for a little bit longer. That's okay, because there's extra. As you can see, there's pretty much all done from the top. It's just a bit more. And it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to carry on from here, since it's going to take probably another half an hour, 40 minutes. So, as it stands, let's pop it out, why not? As it stands, this is the carroty brew, which is pretty nice. It's got a good colour to it. Oh, and it smells quite strong. It was 8%. As you can see, we're removing all to make one bottle. So it's just under half the conversion. So 2 litres makes 75 cl. So it's around the 20 mark. The good thing about concentrating is you get extra flavours and obviously extra alcohol. It's also space saving. So with this, we can leave it dry, and it's got a kind of a licorice aftertaste. You've got a carroty head, as you would, and then a licorice aftertaste from all the molasses, which has been concentrated down. And you can leave it like so, but when I tried a bit with a little bit of sugar in, brought out the carrot flavour more, which is actually quite nice. So I'm going to go for my standard thing. Since it's not distilled, you can back sweeten it to bring out the flavours. And I'm going to be using my usual 2 teaspoons of sugar per bottle. Since I've made a gallon, it's going to make 2 bottles of this. Dun, dun, dun. Like so. Move my sugar out of the way. And that's just a little bit per bottle, just to bring out the flavours. So, pour you in, why not? It isn't going to last very long. And then I'm just going to put on the lid and shake it up. So here's a bottle of the finished product. As you can see, it's nice and dark and rich. I've added in 2 teaspoons of sugar, which is just to take the bite off, which brings out some of the underlying flavours. So little tipple, just you can see the colour. It's quite a nice colour, to be fair. And it smells of a carrot with an undertone of a little bit of orange, and then aftertaste of sort of like molasses / licorice, which is, I like it, so it's pretty cool. So I'll give it a go. And it's quite nice. It's quite warming. It's got a bit of bite to it. And it's not bad considering that this is now quite a space-saving little bottle. I'm going to label it, obviously. Got to label your produce. And as it stands, it is fine to drink now, which is always good. With the other one here, I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to end up with 2 bottles, which is just concentrated down, so you can rehydrate this bottle back up. Like a concentrate, funny enough, just like squash. Ta-da! Just like the squash. So it's just concentrate. Or you can mix it with lemonade or whatever you want, or just have it neat. It's quite nice on its own. So, bit carroty. Anyway, so that is part 2 of the carrot wine. So cheers, guys.